我们那边在这，
我们后半今天就得赶回去。啊。下次看有机会要到我们介绍一下。
好吧，我们就跟他提出。
I've been away, so I just.
That's okay.
I just got back.
Mr. Shu, Chair of the Canadian Chinese General Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Mrs. Xu of Industry, and Liu Huozhen, Minister and Counselor of Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Canada Commercial Affairs. Mr. John McCollum and P. Markham Unionville. Madame Chen Xiaoling, Counsel General of the People's Republic of China. Mr. Derek Lee, Member of Parliament, Scarborough Rouge River. Mr. Wang Dunzhen, Mayor. Mr. Tony Wong, MPP, Markham. Mr. Bassanio So, Director of Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office. Ms. Mario Rocco, MPP, City of Vaughan. Representative from CC. Mr. Frank Carpiti, Deputy Mayor of the Town of Markham. Mr. Li Anfang, President Canada Group. Ms. Sandra Rocco, Councillor, City of Vaughan. Mr. Li Minggang, Deputy Mayor of Tianjiang City. Mr. David Cohen, Councillor of Richmond Hill. Mr. Wen Zhao, Area Director, Minister of Economic Development and Trade. Madame Chen Xiaoling from the Council General of the Consulate General of the People's Republic of China. Stacey White, Chair of Trade Road to China. Mr. Keith Ray, President and CEO of Markham Board of Trade. Mr. Lawrence Yu, President of CPAC, which is the Chinese Professional Association Endowment Fund. Performances you see are from Sight, Sound and Action, led by Dr. Dennis Law, and they will be performing our opening performance as well as our feature tonight. Mr. Hugh Singh and Mr. Thomas Chu to please come up and deliver their welcome remarks. The co-chairs of the evening, please.
Thank you for all of you able to take time to join us to participate in this very, very meaningful event. We know very, very well, if a country wants to work together, we have to get the economic people get together to do something. And that's exactly what our conference is all about. With all the experts from both countries on economic and trade matter, I'm pretty sure after the conference, we are heading to the right direction to build a strong relationship in trade and strong friendship between the people of China and the people Canada.
各位尊贵的嘉宾，各位朋友，晚上好。首先，请允许我代表大会最热烈、最诚挚的感谢各位参加今天晚上由加拿大中国总商会举办的首届加中经济领袖论坛。
No, so that's it. Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my pleasure to join you this evening at this very special event. As the Chair of Economic Development for the City of Toronto, I had the pleasure and honor of going to Chongqing, our sister city, last October for the Asia Pacific Conference. It was phenomenal. I learned so much about that beautiful city. I even had a chance to pat a panda bear, so I'll never forget it for sure. But, you know, China has done so much and has gone so quickly forward. We want to do everything we can to enhance and enable trade between our two countries and between China and the City of Toronto. I am delighted Toronto is the host for this event and welcome you to our city. And exchange business information and investment strategies to promote and facilitate trade relations between Canada and China. For visitors to Toronto, I invite you to join our unmatched hospitality and take some time to explore our colorful neighborhoods.
As you know, there's so many such important dignity today. 经济高峰论坛现在正式开幕。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the gala tonight. And Thomas, why don't you join me? I'm very privileged to have one of our co-chairs as my co-host this evening.
Thank you, Leslie. It's my great honor. 大家晚上好。
Now we would like to invite the president of CCGC, which is the Canadian Chinese General Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Mr. Shu Xin, to say a few words to us.
接下来我们要有请加拿大中国总商会的会长舒熙先生致辞。
晚上好。
Dear honorable guests from the governments of Canada and China, dear friends from the business world, ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
枫叶飘红，清风送爽，在这个美丽的季节，适逢2006加中经济领袖高峰论坛及经贸合作洽谈会在今天晚上隆重召开。我在此，我代表筹委会的 全体同仁及加拿大中国总商会向各位贵宾的到来表示最诚挚的欢迎和衷心的感谢。
At this critical season of autumn, on behalf of the organizing committee and the Chinese-Canadian General Chamber of Industry and Commerce, it's a great honor and pleasure for me to welcome everyone to the Sino-Canadian Economic Leaders Conference for Trade and Economic Cooperation 2006.
加拿大与中国远隔万里，但同属太平洋沿岸的经济圈。加拿大是西方工业七强之一，具有富饶的自然资源、完善的企业管理和金融体系，农业和高科技产业享誉国际。中国是迅速崛起的发展中国家，拥有全球最大的消费市场和丰富的人力资源。 轻纺制造业等在国际上一直具有相当强的竞争力，特别是中国未来良好的发展势头和未来说勃勃的生机。加中两国的资源不凭国具优势，产业结构国具特点，互补性极强。近年来，加中经贸合作发展势头强劲。 合作领域已从单一的贸易往来发展为全方位、跨领域和多元化的深度合作。在当前经济全球优化的发展情况下，抓住历史机遇，拓宽合作领域，推动加中经贸合作迈上新台阶，将极大的造福两国工商界和人民。
Canada and China are just separated by an ocean, but closely connected by a Pacific economic ring. While Canada is one of the G7 countries with state-of-the-art high-tech industry and agriculture, it also has rich natural resources, advanced management and financing system. China is a fast-developing country with biggest consumer market, rich human resources, a competitive textile and manufacturing industry possessing great potential for a business cooperation.
作为加拿大中国总商会，我们有志于在未来两国经贸事务中扮演中介作用，有志于充分发挥协调，特别是中介组织的作用，为两国企业拓展贸易渠道、营造合作共赢发展环境提供服务。
As the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, we are determined to play an active role in the economic and trade exchange between the two countries and to serve as an intermediate to facilitate and coordinate the exchange, to explore channels for further bilateral trade, and to create a win-win environment for bilateral exchange.
本次2006加中经济领袖高峰论坛及经贸洽谈会是一个具政界要员、企业精英云集的峰会，是寻求财富的机会、传播财富的精神、构建财富人脉、促进财富创造的高端平台，将主要从高科技、能源环保、农牧业、汽车业、教育、旅游等方面开展洽谈合作。
The Sino-Canadian Economic Leaders Conference for Trade and Economic Cooperation 2006 will create a platform for exchange and meetings among government policymakers, business leaders, economic scholars and entrepreneurs. Toronto is a traditional gathering place in Canada. This conference will be a gathering place to explore business opportunities, build connections, and search for cooperation. The area of this conference will be focused on high technologies, energy and environment, agriculture, auto parts, education, and tourism, etc.
我希望所有的努力都会产生令人满意的结果。我相信加中经贸合作能够对世界经济发展做出富有价值的贡献。
We expect that all the efforts of this conference will present successful results to all the participants, and believe that economic and trade cooperation between Canada and China will make valuable contribution to the global economy.
最后，让我再一次真诚的感谢加中两国政府，感谢兄弟社团和国际朋友，因为有了你们的警惕和不懈的努力，我相信本次盛会一定会圆满成功。让我们共同期盼令人振奋的加中经济贸易合作的前景。谢谢各位。
Lastly, I wish to extend my sincere appreciation to the support from the governments of Canada and China, from all the community associations and all friends. With your efforts, we are convinced that this conference will be a success, and we wish the exciting future of the economic and trade cooperation between Canada and China.
Thank you, everybody.
来自渥太华的特别嘉宾，我们的刘国胜。 参赞是负责我们商务的，有请刘参赞。
Dear Mr. Sushi, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Liu Guosheng, Minister Counselor of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Canada for Economic and Trade Affairs. I'm honored to share with you the jubilant opening ceremony of the Sino-Canadian Economic Leaders Conference for Trade and Economic Cooperation 2006. To begin with my remarks to the sponsors for their efforts to organize this event and the conference. I hope the conference will be a platform, a bridge, a matchmaker to form a close linkage for the businesses between China and Canada, with the purpose of promoting Sino-Canadian economic and trade cooperation. Sino-Canadian economic and trade cooperation is a significant and integral part of the strategic partnership between the two countries. Bilateral trade last year reached to $19.2 billion from $15 billion the previous year. It amounted to $10.4 billion in the first 6 months this year, $5 billion so far, while China's investment in Canada has also accelerated. Complementary cooperation will bring benefits to both sides. In conclusion, I also extend my warm welcome to the participants from China.
Come and bring his greetings. I'm joined by two of my good colleagues, Tony Wong down here, who most of you probably know, and Mario Ronco, who is also one of our senior members in an area just north of the city here. I'm pleased that they could join me today. The inaugural Sino-Canadian Economic Leaders Conference for Trade and Economic Cooperation 2006 that's hosted by the Canadian Chinese General Chamber of Industry and Commerce. The cross-trade relationship between Canada and China is a wonderful example of how diversity strengthens our economy and our ability to compete in markets around the world. This conference continues to build on the long-standing and the warm relations between our two countries by promoting trade and economic cooperation. To all of those who have worked so hard to help launch this initiative, thank you for your vision and your dedication. Please accept my sincere wishes for much future success, and that's signed by our Premier, Dalton McGuinty, and I present that, I guess, to the President.
Can I get Tony up here? Tony, you want to come here?
Yeah, Tony and Mr. Mario Rago. Please come join Mr. Jerry Phillips in presenting a message from from Mr. Dalton McGuinty, Premier of Ontario, to the conference. 陈小英。
Because I share a lot with my Minister Council for the Embassy and also the ministers and provincial state councillors, provincial councillors. Maybe simply, it's always happy to be together with you and happy to join events like this. As Consul General, I like these events, and certainly, I'd like to see actual results coming from the events even more. But ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Chinese Consulate General in Toronto, my warm congratulations. Just 2 points. First one is congratulations. I think that events like this is really very welcomed by two governments and also by people from all walks of life. This time is quite special because we have people, a lot of government officials, and also business people, entrepreneurs from China, as well as from Canada local. So this is quite a platform which we have more time to discuss, to explore these chances and opportunities. So this is a wonderful chance. Second point I'd like to mention is that appreciation. I always mention in many occasions that I always feel proud of the Chinese community here in Toronto. This time is also exciting because it showcases the unity, it showcases enthusiasm, it showcases the desire to push the relations between China and Canada. This time we all see that more than 10 Chinese communities and associations put joint hands together. And when I walk on the platform, I see many familiar faces, old friends sitting on the platform here. They are really representing federal level, provincial level, city level, and also Board of Trade from Ontario and also city. So this is a wonderful chance to be together. So once again, I think that appreciation is really my sincere word from the bottom of my heart. 各位朋友，我想就是说，在这个聚会上也代表中国驻多伦多总领事馆表示热烈的祝贺。除此呢，我知道这次呢有我们很多来自国内的各个省市的政府官员和我们的企业家到多伦多来参加这次会议。我想呢，也是借着机会对你们的到来表示热烈的欢迎。你们的到来为中加经贸关系的发展注入了一种活力。 因为大家都说这是一座桥梁，桥梁只有我们连接在一起，大家越走越近，才有更好的结果。这也是一座平台，这个平台呢，让我们有更多的机会来探讨我们的未来，我们的合作。所以我衷心的希望，在这次论坛期间呢，大家能够抓住这个机会，出更多的合同或者是真正的投资，让我们看到中加关系美好的未来呢，在我们这次论坛结束之后呢，能够真正的结出果实来。 这是我衷心的期待，谢谢大家 ，Thank you very much。
祝愿会长、中餐、government officials, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really glad to congratulate the organizing committee for having organized such an event within a very short period of time. This is a remarkable effort by the General Chamber of Commerce and Industry to organize such a big event. I truly believe that we do need a lot of this kind of forum seminars to reach Sino-Canadian trade. I really hope that we will have more to come in future. I also take this opportunity to welcome all those coming from China, and I guess there might be some from Hong Kong as well. So welcome you all to Canada. I hope you will enjoy the forum. Thank you.
From China, from Qianjiang City, from Hubei, Mr. Mayor Wang.
Last speaker for tonight.
尊敬的中华人民共和国驻加拿大使馆公使协经济商务参赞刘国胜先生，尊敬的中华人民共和国驻多伦多总领事陈小玲女士，尊敬的加拿大联邦议员凯利先生，尊敬的加中两国政府各级官员， 尊敬的苏西先生，尊敬的各位嘉宾、各位朋友、女士们、先生们，晚上好！前江市经贸代表团出席加中经济领袖高峰论坛及加中经贸合作洽谈会。首先，我代表前江市人民政府对论坛及洽谈会的如期主办表示热烈的祝贺，表示诚挚的问候，并致以美好的祝愿。对我的老朋友苏西会长邀请我参加此次盛会，表示衷心的感谢。两国之间保持着长期的经贸关系。2005年9月，中国国家主席胡锦涛对加拿大进行了国事访问，使中加两国关系由全面合作伙伴提升为战略伙伴，进一步推动了两国经贸关系向全方位、跨领域、深层次和多元化方向发展。探讨与洽谈提供了很好的平台，设有水乡园林的美誉。全市地域面积2004平方公里，总人口100万2000人。境内有全国10大油田之一的江汉油田和一个省级经济开发区。钱江历史悠久，文化灿烂，是中国楚文化的重要发祥地之一。钱江交通十分便利，等级公路四通八达，内河航运四季畅通，一条高速铁路今年底即将开工建设。钱江自然资源非常丰富。
The municipality covers 2,004 square kilometers with a population of 1 million. The city has top-class transportation system of freeways, rivers, and light and high-speed trains. It has rich natural resources in oil, natural gas, salt, etc. The city has its oil and natural gas industry, manufacturing, biotechnology, textile industries, and agriculture as its driving industry. The comprehensive strength of economic growth has reached 12%. I sincerely wish everyone to come and visit Tianjiang, which is a beautiful city and a very good place to do business. And I sincerely wish the conference a great success. Thank you, everyone.
Ask guests at the second row to please stand so that we can have a nice photo op for everyone. Okay? So now we're passing the scissors for everyone. And while they are doing so, guests at the second row, please stand and try to move as forward as possible. Friends of the media, you are already 你们都准备好了吧? Now let's do it in English. 2 and 3. Success to the Sino-Canadian Economic Leaders Conference. And while they're doing the photo op, let me tell you a little bit about today's program. You have just seen a preview of 10 concubines, which will world premiere tomorrow at the Toronto Centre for the Arts. All 3 levels of the Canadian government to sit on the stage and talk to us about their experience as delegates to China, as well as to give us some tips as to how to do business. It's a 2-day conference, and tomorrow's event will be taking place at the Scarborough Civic Centre, and there will be a number of forums and speeches, including globalization of the future of business and trade cooperation. Topics including business opportunities in China as experienced through trade missions from Canada, investment mechanism and market regulation of Canada, business opportunities in Canada.
financing that.
CEO of TorontoTv International Investment Limited， 这里安巴同一站集团。
Speaker 明天的这个阵容非常强啊，但是呢 ，they are not all the speakers， 他们就是我们可以说是。
Mr. Derek Lee and Ms. Sandra Rocco.
Well, it was last November, and we went to Shanghai, Beijing, Beijing, Kunming, and Hong Kong.
January of 2005, I had the honor of leading a business mission along with MPP Tony Wong here and Daisy Y of the Richmond Hill and Markham Chinese Business Chamber of Commerce. And we led a business mission of about 20 businesses. And we went to a number of cities, primarily Wuhan, which the town of Markham is signing an economic alliance. The morning, September the 12th at 10:30, the town of Markham will be signing an economic alliance agreement with the city of Wuhan, which is special in itself. We've been working at this, and it started when Tony was a member of Markham Council. But aside from that, we're also having a special visit from the governor of Hubei province. So he'll be coming to witness the signing, and those of you that can are more than welcome to come to the Chinese capital of the GTA, the town of Markham, and get a chance to witness the signing and get a chance to meet the governor of Hubei. And I think you'll see there how government and business can work together to foster that business relationship.
The signing of an actual business contract. But do not underestimate the importance of these MOUs or agreements between municipalities and provinces. And again, as many of you know, the province of Ontario and the province of Jiangsu in China are sisters. And when we visit them or when they visit us, please certainly enjoy a very high level of reception and organizational support.
I didn't lead a trade delegation like my two colleagues did. But I did have 3 official visits to China as a minister. I had one as junior finance minister, a second official visit to China as defense minister, and a third official visit as natural resources minister, going to Beijing, Xi'an, where they have the terracotta soldiers, Shanghai, Nanjing. And what I drew from that in terms of business is that relationships are important in every country, government is important in every country, but they are especially important in China, both relationships and government. And so I think as a minister, it makes a difference when you're a business, when you have a minister supporting you. Just to give you a couple of examples. When I was junior finance minister in Beijing, the government decided at that time to give Sun Life license for insurance. And when I was there as Natural Resources Minister, Atomic Energy of Canada got meetings with high-level Chinese. And as Tony's pointed out, often municipal rules are important. We're trying to sell more wood in China. The rules about housing are really important, and it's important to have politicians there to get to municipalities. So my general answer is, even if the minister doesn't do very much, his presence helps to open doors. And so if you're a business trying to do business in China, it's good if you can latch on to a government delegation or a minister, and then that person, I think, will be able to open doors to you in China, which can be extremely important, whatever industry you may be in.
We have CEO of Television Towers doing Chinese radio meetings in Chinese.
A Canadian group. We were in southern China. We, of course, went to Beijing, we went to Shanghai, we went to Hangzhou, Guilin, Yulin, Wuzhou, Beihai, and Nanning, that whole string of cities in southern China. And there was excellent reception, and business deals were done, and I was happy to see that. I think my colleague John is correct. Canadian dollars in trade. The sky is the limit now because China is based on
other people would like to do business and to facilitate trade relationship.
有人的